Hey everyone, welcome back to the community feed. My name is Hinano, and let's get into it today. Well, today's a very special day, you guys, because today is Poof's birthday, and Cryptoys did an unboxing stream for him, a celebratory unboxing stream, a birthday bash, as they call it. I even heard we had some cake in a box from Steph, but it was a really cool live stream. They basically was unboxing cubes and giving away a bunch of Cryptoys to the community in the chats. And also, they did some crate drops as well on Discord. Full disclosure, I was able to score 3 of those crate drops actually, so that was pretty cool. But this isn't about me; it's just about Poof right here. It's his birthday, so if you guys are on X, go wish this guy a happy birthday. He's community manager, and he also runs the Discord. Super cool guy. And if you guys haven't checked out this live stream yet, go check it out. And if you haven't followed Cryptoys yet, give them a follow and check them out as well. They're doing some really interesting stuff over there at Cryptoys. So happy birthday to you, Poof. And I really hope you get everything that you've ever wanted, man. Um, Moving on. Also, it's this guy's birthday today, coincidentally. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hey, what's going on, people? I'm a grown man today. I mean, I've been grown, but I'm just older now, so that's cool. 4-0, headed to NYC. I don't know if you saw their last post, but what at?
Man, young man, 4-0. Well, let's go. Happy birthday, Granison. If you guys don't know, he was one of the content creators for the VeVe Bros. If you haven't yet, give him a follow right here on his X account. I've had the pleasure of speaking with him in X spaces in the past, and sometimes he'll enter a space speaking as a British person. So happy birthday, Granison. I hope you have an awesome day. Moving on. Well, today, you guys, Candy dropped another comic drop today. The new Teen Titans #1. Have you guys grabbed this comic yet? Full disclosure, I was able to pick one up, a pack, in the early access for the back calls as well as the public sale. But I kept the one pack that I got from the back call early access in the pack, and I ended up opening the one from the public sale. And this is what I got, you guys. I got an epic Teen Titans. Super stoked. Let's go. Make some noise. As Arcade says, super stoked, you guys. I don't know what's going on. I've been, it must be where I walk to my van or I walk to my car. There's dogs in the neighborhood. Who knows what I'm stepping on these days, but I've had some really good luck with some drops lately. So I hope this continues on. It just feels good to roll the dice and come out on top. So Candy, I'm loving the platform and big DC guy. So let's go. I don't know about the other pack though, you guys. I may have a hard time not holding out on trying to like not opening this pack right here. We'll see. We'll see. I'll give myself a day, but I'm pretty bad at it. If you look at my Cryptoys account, I don't have any cubes that isn't unboxed. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But let me know down below if you guys went for this comic, and if so, what rarity did you get? Moving on. This was something interesting that I saw from Comics and Crypto today. After today's sale on Heritage Auctions, is Showcase #1, the first appearance of Silver Age Flash, is the legendary Uncandy undervalued. Brave and the Bold, #28, which is CGC of 9.6, sold for $810,000. Legendary copy on Candy Digital has a floor of $600. That's for Brave and the Bold. Now, for Showcase #4, CGC 9.6, that's sold for $900,000. Legendary copy on Candy Digital has a floor of $160. Now, I don't have a legendary, but I didn't realize it was that cheap, to be very quite honest. I do have an epic. I've decided to try to pick up every epic for Grail comics like this versus the legendary. That's my strategy. Let me know down below what yours is, or if you're staying away from DC in general. But this is something very interesting right here. Let us know down below what you guys think about this. And thanks a lot, Comics and Crypto, for sharing this insight right here. Moving on. All right, you guys. I know we've talked about this comic before. Ultimate Comics Spider-Man #1, which is the first run of Miles Morales. Let's see what the covers look like right here, you guys. I have not looked at any of this yet, so let's see what's going on. I don't even know what the edition size is. D might have talked about this yesterday, but I haven't been paying attention. But here's the common cover, or cover A, as I like to call it, and I have a few copies of this one. Not facsimile, you guys. I actually have the real deal in raw form. I'm liking this. You know me. I like the uncommon, and plus, if you go ask physical comic book collectors, they do like sketch variants and black and whites. And normally, like the uncommons or the black and whites are usually worth more than the regular colored version. Normally, but I like this. I think this is really cool. I think this works really well. It makes Miles pop. Now this is interesting right here. I like it because it looks very sketch variant like. I like that he's kind of like, was he jumping or something like that? And he's holding his mask in his hand. That's pretty neat. Oh, that's cool right here. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm liking this. Oh my goodness. Look at that secret rare. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta have this. I have to have this right here. This looks fire. Let me know down below. What do you guys think about this comic? This secret rare. This and the uncommon is the only two I want, you guys. Let's go. Let me know down below. What are you guys going for? This is what I like to see. 6,000 editions. Woo! I'm going for it, guys. I'm going for it. You guys going for it? Let me know down below. Super excited for this comic. Let's go. Moving on. All right, guys. Let me know down below. Did you guys go for the Echo comic today? I did not. I hear the sales went bad, but I did pick up a common and uncommon in the marketplace today. Actually, I picked up both for like retail. I got them for $7. So let's go. But let me know down below. Did you go for this? I'm not really jazzed about it. I understand that this is Echo, or should I say the first appearance of Maya Lopez. I know the new show just dropped on Disney Plus. I haven't even watched it yet, but I just wasn't interested in this comic amongst a lot of comics that are in the app now. But I did, like I always do, go for a 3-digit uncommon, and then I picked up a common because it was like cheap. It was like $2. So let me know down below. Did you go for it or not? And if you did, what did you get? Moving on. All right, you guys, I really wanted to share this. This is from Will Goes Meta, and I found it very interesting that he wrote this. Let's hear what he has to say. VeVe, at some point, the Komi and VeVe official team needs to understand that it's not just about converting physical collectors to digital collectors. There are many non-collectors, investors, and crypto folks who started collecting because they learned about VeVe via Omi, myself, and many others. I've been using VeVe since February of 2021, interviewed and talked to many other users and some of the biggest and most passionate collectors today. They all came from VeVe and Omi. Many have also stopped using VeVe because they saw how not much has been done to improve the token. I rarely talked about Omi on the channel because I'm not an expert on blockchain, regulations, and what can and can't be built. If I don't understand it, I try not to talk about it. But I can tell one thing for sure. Building access and utilities for Omi will definitely make VeVe more successful. You mentioned the word NFT on any fandom subreddit. You can try right now, and you will understand how strong and nasty the resistance can be. I've tried promoting VeVe NFTs, and the response was rough. Adoption via this pathway will take time. I'm sure it will work, and there are many other pathways to adoption. Omi being one of them. Crypto folks just have an easier time understanding NFTs. That's a fact. The biggest advantage and disadvantage of VeVe Komi is actually the same thing. The future is limitless. It's good they have many options. It's also bad they have many options because they can get paralysis by analysis. Should we focus on VeVeverse or Omi or MCP or Phygital or cards in Walmart like HRO or AR for the upcoming Apple Vision Pro or new verticals or the digital frame presented a very long time ago? All are good, all can be bad because you lose focus on the most important thing, the customer. As a content creator, it's been tough to see community engagement dwindling, many collectors leaving, and most importantly, all the opportunities that VeVe missed during the past couple months to keep existing users and the momentum from New York Comic Con. One rule in business: it's easier and less expensive to keep an existing customer than to gain a new one. The gigantic gap until we have a major or any update is costing VeVe many valuable existing users. There's not much to do on the app because we are all waiting for the next big thing: VeVeverse, MCP, etc. Users get bored, tired, and become inactive, or they just leave. Facts. What most users need today is not the next big thing. We understand that takes time. What we need is small, consistent, incremental, and meaningful updates that show that VeVe is aware that people need things to do on the app, and B, VeVe cares. I forgot to say A in the beginning. Small, consistent, incremental, and meaningful updates like a dictionary that lists out MCP points like VeVe set lists, a ranking slash leaderboard that tells where collectors are in relative to other collectors in different categories like Stacker World, great pricing and alerting tools like VeVe Analytics, among others. Simple things that get people using the app, talking, discussing, competing, engaging, and most importantly, mentioning VeVe to their friends and family again. Word of mouth, the free and most effective marketing tool ever. That creates organic growth. Simple and customer focused things like what VeVe has done in the past that got it where it is today, like having a mobile app. Special shout outs to those who've built these valuable VeVe apps and websites. You guys have worked extremely hard and deserve all the recognition. I just wanted to use them as examples for things VeVe can do using the data and resources they have readily available. Same thing to Omi, and I can go on, but I will stop here. Uh, David and Dan and the VeVe team, Andy Comey, can read the message above and make the necessary and again simple small changes to get VeVe and Omi back on track because there are many users who really care and want VeVe to succeed. Hey, yes, I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Anyways, in closing, I've always been a big fan of VeVe, and that won't change. I will continue to make content and deliver value to everyone. Cheers, Will Goes Meta. Really good write up, Will. And I really appreciate you using your voice to actually put this out. Very bold. Not a lot of people would do it. A lot of people don't like to go against the grain or speak up. Trust me, I know. My mouth gets me into trouble. But I really appreciated this write up from Will Goes Meta. I don't really interact with him too much, but I have watched his podcast. If you guys haven't yet, go give him a subscribe right here. I believe Mr. V is also his co host in the VeVe Vantage podcast. And then right there, you can subscribe to the VeVe Vantage or I'm sorry, there's a website down there, VeVeVantage.com. I'm assuming there's a bunch of links in there to their website. I think they're also on Spotify, but give this guy a follow. Excellent write up, Will. And thank you for sharing. And by the way, guys, I don't consider this FUD. I consider this a person just speaking his mind. And I suggest everyone should do that themselves as long as we try to be respectful. Moving on. All right, you guys, a little bit of news that I want to talk about. A new Star Trek movie is in the works with Toby Haynes, the executive producer of Andor, who is set to direct, or maybe he's a director, or maybe he's both. I'm not 100% sure. But it looks like this movie, Star Trek 4, described as an origin story set decades before the 2009 Star Trek film. So it looks like now they want to make a prequel of the Kelvin timeline, or should I say the alternate timeline um, of Star Trek. That's basically when J.J. Abrams came in and decided to do big explosions and action-packed set scenes. For me, I like that stuff, but Star Trek has always been like a seminal piece for me. It's about society on how we wish it could be, and how humanity um, basically evolved into a peaceful society. That's what Star Trek is all about for me, not big explosions and Star Wars stuff. But I'm a big Trekkie, so anything Star Trek, I'll accept. But this is not what I was looking for, you guys. I mean, out of all the announcement that Paramount could have came out with today, I mean, you know how long Star Trek 4 has been in development hell? Years. We were supposed to have a Star Trek 4 years. Never happened. But you know what I want to happen? Is this right here. Star Trek Legacy. Now, what is Star Trek Legacy? well, it would literally be Star Trek Picard season 4 or the continuation after season 3 of Star Trek Picard. Now, I know some of you guys aren't Trekkies, so I understand if you're leaving the community feed right now, but basically, in a nutshell, the Next Generation had their final farewell season in Star Trek Picard season 3. It was phenomenal. It was made so well to where they could continue what they made in that last season in this new TV show. And this has been hinted for months. Star Trek Legacy would be a continuation of what happened in Star Trek Picard season 3. And just to give a little spoiler, what happened in season 3, basically the TNG crew, as old as they look, they came back, they battled the Borg, they won, and we were introduced to a new crew, a new family, and it was phenomenal. And this new crew is the kids of the old crew. And that's why it's called Star Trek Legacy. So that's what I wanted to see. That's what all of us wanted to see. And how I know the entire Trek community wanted to see this, because they're literally saying it right here. I mean, right here, one impossible thing at a time. I mean, I might watch it, but the Star Trek movie I really want is a 7-season, 20-episode run of Star Trek Legacy with Jerry Ryan and Michelle Hurd. Now, Jerry Ryan, if you guys don't know, we have been trying to get on the podcast for a whole year, been unsuccessful, but she's also the new captain of the U.S. Enterprise, 7 of 9. So we definitely want to see this, but there's more. People, the fans, have been making all kinds of graphics today and sending these to Paramount. This guy writes, I don't think we are making enough noise. Credit to Buck Admiral for this lovely 1701G model. And if you don't know what the 1701G model is, what's this beautiful thing right here? This is the Enterprise G, which is basically a Neo Constitution, which is kind of like a retro/new version of a Constitution class, which is what the Enterprise was designed after. Yeah, I know I'm getting very geeky, guys. Trust me. But anyways, that's what's happening with Star Trek. They're coming out with a new movie, and here's the details for that. Right here. Star Trek is about to explore a whole new era of its timeline, a new film in the universe Gene Roddenberry created to be produced by J.J. Abrams for Paramount and directed by Andor Helmer Toby Haynes. Okay, so that's a director. The film will be set decades before the events of 2009 Star Trek film, The Kelvin Universe, which explored a parallel timeline to the main Star Trek canon viewers have known and loved, to show how Kirk and Spock met for the first time. It's unclear if it will actually be set at that timeline, known to Trekkies as the Kelvin timeline, or in the main continuity. But apparently it will be an origin story, so it must be connected to some way of Trek storytelling that's already known and loved. So, guys, I just hope they don't screw this up. You know what I mean? There's certain Trek that's being made now that's just trash. And then there's certain Trek that they make that's not trash, and they don't ever make it again. So I just really hope they don't make trash. I'm just being honest. Look, here's another one. Here's another community member right here. Maybe a movie called Star Trek Legacy. And this is Picard. And I won't tell you who this guy is. You're going to have to watch Picard season 3 to figure out who that person is. But anyways, guys, that's the community feed for today. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope the very tail end didn't bore you, but that's a little bit of Star Trek news that I wanted to share. Anyways, you guys, have a great day. Thank you for joining us today. Until the next time, take care and aloha.